Hey, I'm Braden Flynn, your host of the Artist Report. Recently had the opportunity to be a part of Photo Field Trip, where I spoke a bit, moderated some panel discussions, and got to participate as well. But if you didn't hear of it, Field Trip is a community of creatives. I think there was about 400 of us there, getting together over a couple days to learn, to shoot, and be inspired. But if you didn't make it this last year, you've got to go next year. It was just awesome time. But between lectures or on walks to various photo excursions, I had some brief conversations with fellow attendees and recorded them to share with you. So watch on and enjoy.
I want everybody else in the world to know.
What's your name?
My name is Michael Oneal, and we are on a photo adventure to the Pacific Ocean. And we're going to try to take photos, and everyone's going to meet some new people, maybe take some portraits, which is cool. And there's some beautiful stuff right here. You're going to see it overhead. We're coming under the 101 highway. Right there. And there's an abandoned train track coming up. Oh, actually, not sure if it's abandoned. I think it's in service. Which
Definitely not abandoned.
Yeah, definitely not abandoned. Don't climb up there and take any Instagrams. Forced perspective. We've been there before. We don't need that. But we're gonna head to the water. It's gonna be awesome. What do you think?
I think it's going to be awesome. I'm excited that it's not raining and we actually get to take photos.
We do. And look, if you can turn the camera around 360, you can see there's some blue sky right there. Maybe we need to do a little HDR on that, but
Yeah.
there's blue sky back there. We're gonna do this, and I like this guy, Brayden.
I would love to hear from you. Where to go? There we go. Love to hear from you. Like, what are you excited about photography right now?
What am I excited? I'm excited.
Just in the direction of where things are going and just like what you're up to. It's a big, broad question, but
Yeah. Me personally, I'm trying to take my work outside, inside, and I'm trying to make photos, not take photos. So more studio stuff. So having a bit more intent, a bit more reason for my images, because I feel like we can all take some nice portraits in natural light. But a couple of jobs recently, I've been in the studio and I've got a team of prop stylists and models in, and I feel like I'm actually really creating an image instead of just taking one. So a bit more research, a bit more collaboration with my team, and then of course the mobile stuff, right? Instagram and mobile photography is the thing right now. So we've really been trying to pay really close attention to what kind of images we're sharing on Instagram, what we're posting, and we've been doing some commercial work through the platform, which is kind of incredible that you could actually get paid to take an iPhone photo. And the brands are leveraging our followings, so there's this social currency to it, but we feel like it's just an extension of what we do. We're still going to shoot a lot of commercial work and SLR images, but if a brand comes up that seems interesting, why not endorse it on your feed? And I think it has to be handled in a very gingerly way, because it's pictures of your friends and your daily adventures, and all of a sudden it's an ad. So how do you do that in a seamless way that feels part of your feed and feels genuine? And I think that's the real challenge, and hopefully me and the people that I work with and friends and members of the community handle it in a right way, so people don't hit the unfollow button, So it's a really exciting time right now. I'm really, really excited. So the mobile thing, and then for me again, doing more studio stuff.
killer. And then how would you say Instagram and just the idea that you have to just post a photo, you're choosing through a lot and you're posting pretty frequently, how has that sort of affected your photography and vision and all that?
I think it's like we were talking about this early in our class. Like the best camera is the one that's with you, so you always have it in your pocket. So it's like your visual, it's your visual diary, right? You're posting where you are at the moment, and you're excited to share the pictures. Because I'm like, I'm with Brady, I'm at field trip. Like here I am. This is what I'm doing. Hashtag it. Right. And more people see it, and it becomes a collection of images. And I think that's really, really exciting. But what's happened with mobile photography, Instagram, is like it's become a portfolio piece, and people are paying a lot more attention to it. So it's not just the here, let me do that. It's not just the let me actually take one. It's not just the selfie. So we're trying to do less of. We're trying to do less of that, even though that's not bad.
I mean, come on.
It's not bad.
We're walking, we're talking.
we're making images. But yeah, I think. Does that make sense? Did I answer the question?
Absolutely, yeah. Because for me, I've been looking at it really challenges you to be, you're shooting. It makes you shoot daily, makes you shoot a lot, and then you are also having to be really picky with what you're sharing. Like, I think Instagram probably started out just sort of like Twitter, like, hey, this is what I'm eating, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But becoming something where you're like really thoughtful with your photography.
A little bit, yeah. I think you said it perfectly. I think you got to be a little bit more thoughtful, but I think it's good because it's sort of it's like a visual diary, and I just feel like you're strengthening your eye just by documenting everything you see, because sometimes you don't have this thing. You don't have this, but you always have this thing in your hand, and it's not going anywhere. So I think the more you shoot with this, you're studying, and I think it's like a sketch pad for me. Like, I'll shoot something with this, and then maybe I'll come back 2 months from now and be like, oh, I know exactly where that was. I geotagged it. I'm gonna go set up a shoot and maybe bring a model this time, or So I think it works for me as like a sketch pad, and I feel like I'm location scouting with it and just kind of documenting, oh, I was at this place. Maybe I'll come back and spend more time on it. So it's super powerful that way. And I've had people come to me and say, like, hey, Mo, like, I came to San Francisco and I looked at Instagram and I looked at all the geotags and we planned a day around your photos.
Right.
And I was like, what? My stuff? It's like, I was like really floored by that. I thought it was really, really interesting. But I guess it makes sense, right? If you live in New York or you live in LA or wherever, you follow someone there, go see where they go, and then you can kind of relive that experience and get a picture like that. Well, also means that there's a lot of photos that look the same because people see a geotag, they're like, "Ooh, I'm gonna go there." So, yeah, still really special. For me, it's all about the community, though. Like all the friends I've met. I feel like I've quadrupled my friend base through this little app. And the photos are one thing. It's like the conduit to meet someone, but I feel like it's all about the people, and it sounds a little cheesy to say that, but it's true. Yeah. It's really about community. So, I don't know. Well, that's kind of where I am with it. It feels great. I'm really happy, like, where we are right now, and I'm excited to see where it's going to go. I think advertising on Instagram, all that stuff, we don't know how long it's going to last, but we're riding this wave right now, and it's pretty fun this way. Sorry. I love this telescopic drive, but this guy, and this guy.
Well, cool. Thank you so much. And if people can check you out, where do they check you out?
They could check me out Instagram. It's at Moneal, Moneal, Oneal, like Shaquille O'Neal. He's not my cousin, but I like him. Check me out there, and then there's a link to my website, mone.al. One of those fancy URLs, vanity URLs that the kids are using. I think it's Albania, AL. Yeah. Mone.al, and it's got a bunch of personal work and commercial work, and of course, Instagram photos with my iPhone. Thanks for your time.
Awesome. Thank you.
I wanted everybody